as the celebration begins for Michigan Tech.
Well, so far this season, you saw 4 games in our series on Fox UP where the home team won every single game. Well, that's not the case this time. That's an amazing win for the Huskies to come up with a victory here on the road in a very hostile building.
And when you think about this one, Dave, here, you're looking at a number 5 seed in the WCHA playoffs, advancing now to the NCAA tournament. That is also a very remarkable yet well-earned distinction there for Michigan Tech.
Yeah, like we talked about as well, that's 5 wins on the road in the WCHA playoffs, and 5 wins in one postseason away from home is the first time it's ever happened in Michigan Tech history. You saw Joe Shawn just lean down and pick up the puck right underneath Grant Patolny. He's going to save that one for a long time, and I'm going to go grab him and bring him over.
So the celebration underway for the Michigan Tech Huskies. And again, the presentation coming up here of the Jeff Sauer Trophy here in just a little bit. As you, nice embrace for Doc Layton and Joe Shawn. Again, remember, Joe Shawn a part of the Wildcat family for a number of years as well.
Yeah, they want to go do the handshakes first, Mark, and after this game, I don't blame them at all. Well played, and sportsmanship is going to be the big part of this one. So I'm totally in agreement that that's what we should do here. So Joe Shawn, after the handshake line, will come over and give us a couple quick comments. But no, you couldn't ask for a lot more from this hockey game. And here comes Joe. We're going to talk to him right now.
All right, so again, a big night of hockey here in the home stretch now. As
head coach Joe Shawn down here on the ice. What an amazing hockey game for your guys. You came up with exactly what you needed.
I love them. I got to go shake hands. I'm sorry.
No problem. We'll get you back in a second. Hey, you know what? We're producing on the fly, they call this.
Absolutely. Well, and again, the great thing about this game, Dave, is what we're looking at right now. You see this in playoffs, but again, if you watch Northern Michigan and Michigan Tech, they're one of the very few teams that do this during the regular season. So these guys are very familiar with this particular event going on right now. And you know the congratulations are being offered by Northern Michigan. Great rivalry, but boy, both of them wind up here, both of them earning their spot in here. And it was just a better night for Michigan Tech. That's really the end of the story.
You know, it's really tough when you can't get a chance to keep moving on. But let's grab Joel Esperance here for a second, who scored the second goal of the game. Lespe, congratulations, 2 straight WCHA playoff championships. How do you feel?
It's pretty exciting. I'm excited to go to the NCAA tournament again.
What was the feel on your shoulders when that empty net goal went in?
A little sigh of relief because we needed that extra goal, so we weren't so worried going down to the stretch of the game there.
Must have been fun to be part of this game out there as a player.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to see it from the other side, where last year we had the home ice and we had the big crowd, and it was fun to play in a visiting rink.
Go celebrate, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's Joel Esperance, the alternate captain for Michigan Tech, as they're getting ready to start the ceremony down with Commissioner Bill Robertson on the ice, as the Jeff Sauer Trophy will be presented for the first time. A little bit of symmetry here too, Mark, that the Broadmoor Trophy, last presented to Michigan Tech, and now the Jeff Sauer Trophy, the first to be presented to Michigan Tech as well in consecutive years. Wildcats are going to salute their fans over at center ice too, and that's definitely something that these fans deserve to have right now. They put a great effort into this game, and what a great opportunity to host a WCHA championship contest, and the Huskies and Joe Shawn are clapping out here for them now too as well.
Rightfully so. Again, at the end of the day, you got your UP rival, you got the school that you are facing the same challenges with as far as distance around the league and bus travel and all that other stuff. So the Wildcats will stay at their blue line and watch the ceremony. We'll take it down to Tim McIntosh for a moment here, Dave, and get the announcement here, what's going on with the WCHA.
The third star from Michigan Tech, forward number 17, Justin Misiak. The second star from Michigan Tech, forward number 18, Grayson Reitmar. Tonight's first star from Michigan Tech, goaltender number 30, Patrick Munson. And your 2018 WCHA Championship Game Most Outstanding Player from Michigan Tech, goaltender Patrick Munson. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a special one in WCHA history, as we are proud and honored to award the inaugural Jeff Sauer WCHA Championship Trophy, presented by Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup. At this time, please direct your attention to the video board.
He coached, he helped lead, and in each of his 6 decades with the WCHA, Jeff Sauer left an enduring legacy, including a league record 665 wins. He also helped build the game for people who are deaf or hard of hearing, and coached the U.S. sled hockey team to gold at the 2014 Paralympic Winter Games. Behind it all was Jeff's passion for the game, his capacity to give, his camaraderie with coaches, players, administrators, and fans alike, and of course, his commitment to his players. Jeff's legacy, his passion, generosity, camaraderie, and commitment live on today. They are a steady reminder of what it takes to represent our sport and our league as WCHA champions. And so it is our great honor to introduce the Jeff Sauer WCHA Championship Trophy, to be awarded each year to the WCHA's postseason tournament champion.
Joining Commissioner Robertson on the ice, please welcome Mr. Derek Smigiel, the Director of Sales and Marketing for Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup. And a very special welcome to members of the Sauer family who are joining us here tonight to help in our trophy presentation. Now, can we have the captains please come forward to receive the trophy?
And Mark, we're going to let him skate around with it for a little while, but we have some interviews lined up, so don't go anyplace.
Fans, please join us in congratulating our 2018 WCHA Tournament champions, the Michigan Tech Huskies, and head coach Joe Shaw. From everyone here at Northern Michigan University and from the WCHA, we thank you for coming to the 2018 WCHA Championship. Please travel home safely.
For a second consecutive year.
It's quite an accomplishment. This is a team that they were battling for home ice up until the next to last weekend of the season, but they're resilient. They've been through, like we said, been through the wars, and this is a team with a lot of experience, and they used every last ounce of it to win this trophy tonight. It's a big trophy, too. They ended up just taking the top off and not bringing the base over, Mark, but that's only half the trophy. That's how big this thing is.
Now, as you can imagine, the jubilation pretty high, and that bus ride heading back to the Copper Country, Dave's probably not going to take very long at all.
I wouldn't think so. And hey, there will never be another first winner of the Jeff Sauer Trophy. So this is something this team will never have taken away from them. And you can see how many Husky fans there were here for this game, because they're the ones who have stuck around.
Now, they were a nice pocket of them down to our left, along with the Michigan Tech pep band. But there's a smattering of Husky faithful pretty much everywhere in every section in one way, shape, or form here in this building. The question is now, Dave, for Michigan Tech, where do they go and who do they play?
Well, I think it's going to come down to what happens with North Dakota. If the Fighting Sioux are in the tournament, they are going to play in Sioux Falls as the host team. But we'll talk to Joe Shawn about that in a minute after the trophy's here. Come on over, Joe. We'll do a quick interview here, and we'll talk as we're walking. Again, congratulations on winning the Jeff Sauer Trophy.
Thanks so much. What a great thrill. Jeff is such a great man. Such a great man. Did so much for hockey. You know, just so fortunate, right? So blessed. I just thank the Lord for the opportunity to work with these guys, these seniors, the last 4 years. they've won a lot of titles. There's no quit in them. They just, I mean, I don't think anybody picked us to certainly be in the championship game, let alone come out on top. So the players, I give them all the credit in the world. I just love those guys.
Well, you got to feel good for a guy like Packy Munson, who had his struggles during the year, but to be the MVP of this game, you needed him for every one of those saves, and he was simply outstanding.
I feel good about all of our goaltenders. They've worked so hard, been under a spotlight. I've challenged them, to thicken up, so that they would be there when we needed them, and what an effort. I mean, we had to change goaltenders being down 1-0 in Mankato. And Packy stepped in and gave us 2 huge efforts, and then with a shutout tonight to cap it off. But I mean, the whole team, their character's been absolutely unbelievable. They've stuck with me as a first-year coach. I got to give credit to Mel. He instilled a winning attitude in these guys that we were just able to work with and kind of continue for one more year. So I'm happy. I'm happy for our president, Dr. Mraz, and his wife Gail. They're outgoing. It's his last year. He gets a title in his last year. And I'm so thankful to work with Dr. Sandra and thankful that she took the time to stick with a first-time coach and hand over such a great program and allow me to do it this year. And if I die tomorrow, I'm happy.
All right, you're going to want to be in some of these pictures, so we'll let you go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Joe Shawn, the head coach of the Huskies. Well, he's 1 for 1 in his playoff career now as a head coach, Mark. And we'll go grab a couple more of these guys and bring them over to talk to you.
Well, again, a full night of hockey to be sure. It all started with our hour-long pregame just before 6 o'clock Eastern time, and we asked you the question at the time, how's this all going to unfold? What's going to happen here on the ice at the Barrie Event Center? Well, you're looking at the end result. Experience paying off here for Michigan Tech, again winning this game a year ago in double overtime against Bowling Green, and tonight against Northern Michigan. And speaking of the MVP, back down to Dave Ellis.
Yeah, he's got the biggest smile in the building right now. Packy Munson, I'm guessing probably pretty high up in your favorite games of your career.
Yeah, I mean, the atmosphere tonight was the stuff you dream about as a kid, going to college games and seeing, the fans with the towels and everyone into it. And I mean, to win 2-0 is, I never dreamed that far.
Every goalie loves that sound of the post behind it. When Robbie Payne hit that iron in the third period, you got to feel like, you know what, it's going to be my night.
Yeah, I mean, he made a hell of a play. He got to the center of the ice, and I never saw it. I just hear bar, and you just kind of look around and hope it hits the boards, and it did, and they reviewed it, came out no goal, and it was just next save from there.
Unbelievable atmosphere in here tonight, and if you can play in here as a visiting team, you can play anywhere now, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like going to McInnes, man. These fans are incredible up here in the UP, and just go to show how great a support they give both our programs, and just to get a win is crazy.
Go get in that picture. You don't want to be in this. That's Packy Munson, the most outstanding player and the first star of tonight's game, Mark, and they are going to go down and go get the big picture. Of course they're going to wait for him. Look at him sliding in for that. You definitely got to be in for that picture. That's an amazing accomplishment for the Michigan Tech Huskies. And we'll try to grab 1 or 2 more if you feel like staying on for a bit.
Well, about to say a picture's worth 1,000 words right there as you see the Michigan Tech team and their section of faithful behind them. And we might be here a while, Dave, as far as all the posing that goes on, because everyone wants a piece of that trophy as well. Even though they've all had a chance to carry it around, they want to be next to that trophy in that picture.
You got anywhere to be? I'm fully happy to grab a couple more of these guys. And yeah, okay, now it looks like they're finally breaking up. And look at the fans behind them too, Mark. That's great support. Unfortunately, all of the regional sites are so far away from Houghton, but this fan base and the band went all the way over to Bemidji. They went to Mankato. They've come here. They're going to follow this team wherever they go in the tournament, for sure. And what a great accomplishment to get back to the NCAA tournament 2 years in a row. Hey, let's grab Jake Lucchini while he's here. Jake, congratulations. 2 straight playoff championships for the Huskies. Got to be an unbelievable feeling.
Yeah, it's special. We had our ups and downs this year, but you know what? We got it done. That's kind of all that matters. We have a special group here, and we're really excited going into next weekend.
How did that empty net goal feel?
Very good. We had a couple chances and then just squared it out. Joel took a backhand and it went in. It was unbelievable feeling.
Well, the season's not over yet. Congratulations and good luck.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
That's Jake Lucchini, one of the other guys. We're going to grab Grayson Reitmar before he runs off the ice, and he just spotted me. Yeah, Grayson, you were in the very first game of the year. You caused the first goal against Northern Michigan by going in and digging and creating a grit play. Tonight, same kind of grit. Nardi trying to clear it. You knocked it back into the net. Got to be the biggest goal of your career.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these are the games that you want to play in. I mean, these are the things that you think about all year long. You think about, playing the championship game. And I mean, credit to my line mates. I mean, the puck bounced out to me. It was a great play by Meeker to get it behind the net. And Mizzy was battling back there too. It just happened to get to me, and I was the lucky guy to get the puck. But yeah, I mean, those are the goals that you want to score for sure.
Boy, it must have been tough. That third period, it seemed like there was about a 7-minute stretch with no whistles, and you guys were changing on the fly at least 2 or 3 times over in there. Keeping your wind up and your energy had to be tough.
Yeah, I mean, we were going pretty hard there, and they were taking it to us, obviously. I mean, they really took it to us in the third period there. And we just tried to keep our shifts short, try to manage the puck as best we could, and it ended up working out for us.
Well, you go to Bemidji, you win a couple in Mankato, win one here. There's got to be a feeling like it doesn't matter where we go. We can win any place you want to put us.
Yeah, and that's a huge testament to the whole team, just our depth and coaching staff, everybody. I mean, we're on the road every game in playoffs, and I mean, no one expected us to win with us being the 5th seed, so it's just a huge testament to the group of guys we have here and our character for sure.
Well, that black jersey is going to get some more work, and we'll love to see it in the NCAA tournament. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's Grayson Reitmeyer, who scored the game-winning goal here tonight, Mark, and since the guys are all heading for the locker room, I think that's probably it for all the interviews we're going to do down here. We'll come back up and look at a couple of highlights, right, just to make sure that we can put a nice red bow on this thing. We could probably take a break if we wanted to.
Yeah, I think we probably deserve that for a second here or two. Dave will work his way back up here. We'll take one little break here quick and take a look at how this all unfolded and wrap things up at the Barrie Event Center in a moment. 2-0, your WCHA championship goes for the second year to Michigan Tech. Back to wrap things up in just a moment here on Fox UP. Now back inside the Barrie Event Center in Marquette, 2-0 Michigan Tech. They win their second consecutive league playoff title, this time 2-0 over the Northern Michigan Wildcats. And Dave, this was as advertised, action included.
The couple of things we wanted to see was no controversy, no injuries, and a pretty decent game-winning goal. I think for the most part we ticked every box in there, possibly an injury maybe. Other than that, we saw one whale of a college hockey game tonight. Only 2 goals and one empty netter. I mean, you'd think, well, could have been much to that. Fantastic game tonight on both sides.
Great crowd, great atmosphere. It all started early and kind of carried its way all the way through until the end. Let's take a look at how this all unfolded here at the Barrie Event Center tonight. Action galore. Both these teams, great chances, Dave.
It was Grayson Reitmeyer who poked in that puck off the clearing attempt from Joe Nardi. You saw him credit the line mates there. That's just going to the net and finding the dirty areas. Tolvanen couldn't find it. Nardi tried to clear it, and it went back over the top of the goaltender. Robbie Payne hitting the post in the third period. Packy Munson said, yeah, he loves to hear that sound in behind like every goalie does. Cats still had more opportunities too. Diamond Tony's dropped to the point. Munson able to get a piece of that one and knock it down. He moved so well in the net tonight. There have been a couple times this season he's been caught out of position. Not tonight. He did everything right, put himself in the correct spot, and when he needed the luck, the puck was there to hit him every time. Defense in front of him just clogging up the middle as much as they could, not allowing clean looks. When he got the chance, Munson able to knock it down. That was the one that we were a little worried about on the rush into the zone, but the Phil Ballou penalty really did nothing other than just go for 2 minutes, and the Wildcats were in need of that time to try to attack. They tried to go back through. Denver Pierce had the best chance to get the Wildcats back in the game with that tying attempt, and then Joel Lesperance with the backhander to go in, put this one away. Northern with maybe one last chance to get that last goal in there, but it was waved off, so 2-0 was your final, and the Jeff Sauer Trophy was heading home to Houghton as of that moment. What a great moment for the Huskies as they, especially for Packy Munson, to have a game like that and not end up with a shutout would have been an injustice with how well he played. He deserved that 0 tonight, and he ended up getting it.
And let's take a look at the other side of the ice here, too. Northern Michigan, what a season, what a year. Pick number 7 in the league. They finish a solid number 2 and wind up hosting the championship game. Coach of the year, goaltender of the year. We're not looking ahead. We're talking about championships right now. But, boy, the future really is very, very bright here in this building.
They've got a lot coming back next year. They will be a dangerous team for anybody who wants to play them. And Northern Michigan is ready to start making some noise again. Grant Patolny with a good moment with the seniors right before they headed off down there. Robbie Payne almost in tears, but Grant picked him back up and said, look, what you did for this program, I appreciate everything, and all the fans appreciate it too. And these guys will look back and think, it was a great opportunity to play at home in a game like this. And they did nothing wrong in this one, just didn't get the bounces tonight. A couple inches one way or another. Robbie Payne's got the tying goal, and becomes a legend in this program even more than he is right now. So congratulations and a tip of the cap to Northern Michigan's hockey team and to the university for putting on this event. Thought it ran flawlessly the whole time, other than a couple of guys that maybe bumbled through a couple things up here in the booth.
We wouldn't know anything about them.
But other than that, what a great opportunity to provide this game to everybody in the UP on Fox UP and worldwide on WCHA.tv.
All righty, so that's going to wrap things up for our portion of the 2018 season here in the early going. Best of luck to the Huskies as they'll get their NCAA assignment coming up later here this weekend. So for Dave Ellis and our entire Fox UP crew, Mark Evans, glad you could join us here. Back to the studio, and we'll check in with our buddy Mike Ludlam.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Mike Ludlam. Just a quick recap of what you've already seen, just in case you may have missed a part or two. Michigan Tech has won the WCHA Tournament Championship for the second straight year, a 2-0 victory over NMU. The stats here really don't tell you a whole lot, actually. Both had 21 shots, 19 saves for Northern, 21 for the Huskies. Pair of penalties, minor penalties, 4 minutes total for both sides. Grayson Reitmeyer, the first goal, and of course the game-winning goal in a shutout in the second period at 5:36. Assists go to Justin Miziak and Mitch Meek. And the empty netter by Joel Lesperance, his 11th of the year with just 47 seconds to go. Jake Lucchini and Dane Burks picking up the helpers for the Huskies. NMU did not have the puck luck tonight. Robbie Payne hit a post in the third. They had a couple goals waved off. And Michigan Tech is your WCHA champion, as Dave Ellis said, retiring the Broadmoor Trophy and winning the first Jeff Sauer Trophy. It's nice to have WCHA Commissioner Bill Robertson in the house tonight, give you an idea of who he is and what his goals are, so we thank him for stopping by. Also in hockey, just across the street over at Lakeview Arena in the State Midget AA Tournament, Team Copper Country had way too much fun today in 2 of its games, both over Lansing squads. The first one was 7-1, and yes, the second one was 13-0. So Team Copper Country will be in the semifinals tomorrow morning at 8:30. In girls high school basketball, the Chassell Panthers visit to Grand Rapids, finished in the Class D final this morning. Had a good first half against Adrian Lenawee Christian, but couldn't make the shots in the second half like they did in the first. And Lenawee Christian was the winner, 57-36, but a great run by the Chassell Panthers. That'll do it from here. Thanks to Seth Wells, Mark Evans, Dave Ellis, and a whole bunch of people behind the scenes. I'm Mike Ludlam. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.